Infographs are an exciting tool for your business, and using NotebookLM to create them is one of the best ways that you can do it. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use NotebookLM to make infographics from one or more sources and how to also customize the output. There are many tools out there that you can use to make infographics, but I found NotebookLM to be one of the easiest and simplest ways that you can make an infographic for free. Well, of course, you know, there will be limitations to the free plan. And according to Google's website, which is really not that clear, it states that there's limitations. But from others online and testing been done, it's assumed right now that the free plan will allow you to make 3 infographics per day, while paid plans can let you make 20 plus infographics per day. But first, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Sam, a small business owner of a gourmet popcorn store and the unofficial tech support guy for my business buddies. I make videos for other business owners who are curious in how they can use AI in their business, even if they don't think they can. If you haven't used NotebookLM yet, let me tell you, it's actually great. NotebookLM is like Google's smart research buddy just for you. You can think of it as like your own personal AI library. You can take your sources, either websites, documents, PDFs, and you can upload them into NotebookLM. And then you can actually get summarizations of all that data together. You can actually chat using AI and ask questions about those sources that you put in. But one of the great things you can also do is you can make infographics from your data. And the good thing about NotebookLM is when you put this information into a notebook and you're getting answers, it's only answers from the sources that you give it. So it's not searching the internet and giving you additional stuff that you did not put into your notebook. And this is how we're going to use it to make infographics that you can use for your business. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go to notebooklm.google. Once there, you can click on the Try NotebookLM button, and it'll take you to either a space to create a new notebook if you don't have one, or it'll show you the notebooks that you actually have. Either way, you can actually see a button that says Create New. And in this case, we're going to create a new notebook. Now, as I originally said, NotebookLM requires sources. And if you look over here in this area, there's no sources at all. But hey, just one good tip too, I always like to do is as soon as I create a notebook, I like to give it a name, Infographics Demo. Now we're going to add a source. The next source I'm going to actually add, and this is for the people that actually own food trucks. This one's for you. It can actually help you out. So the other day I stumbled to this website. It's Martin's website. They make actually potato rolls. Very delicious. This is not an endorsement for potato rolls by them. It's just that I love them. And I was really surprised that they actually had a website with recipes. We're clicking on recipes and we'll use a sandwich from here as part of the demo. Let's see what we can actually find. You know what? Hey, right there. There's a campfire mac and cheese. I haven't had it, don't know anything about it. Let's take a look at it real quick. It looks like it's a hamburger with mac and cheese. It looks like it has a burger, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, pickles, burger, cheese, and mac and cheese in a bun. This will be perfect for the example that I actually want to do because we're going to make an infographic that's actually going to show our employees how they would assemble this burger if you actually sold it. And this is something that's very good because if you actually have a new employee, a lot of times they might not know how you assemble the burgers that's on your food truck, but hey, that's what we're going to do with this infographic. We'll look through, look at the picture, look at the instructions, and at the bottom, I can see at step 7, it actually has the assembly is saying how you actually make it. This is actually perfect. So we'll go ahead and we're going to cut and paste, and we're going to actually add it to a source inside our NotebookLM. So what we want to do here is add source. It will bring up a couple different options. We're going to go ahead and hit website. We're going to paste the URL that we actually have and insert. Now it is actually over here showing as a source for this one notebook. Now, one thing too, if you've never used NotebookLM, it will automatically do a summary of whatever your sources are or the sources that you have selected. It will do a summary. And with that, I can actually go down here if I wanted to, and I can actually chat and ask questions about my sources. But that's not what we're here for. We're actually here to make an infographic. Now, I told you there's actually 2 ways that you can make an infographic. One, you can put your source in and then automatically just click the infographic button and let's see what you get. Okay, now it's finished. Let's take a look and see actually what kind of infographic did we get. And that's actually pretty good. It's actually an infographic of all the instructions, and this is not bad. It's actually really not bad at all. But that's not what I wanted. I just wanted an infographic that will only show the build of this burger. So what we'll do next then is this time, and I told you there's two ways. We did the first one of just clicking the infograph button and just letting the dice roll to see what we get. But this time we're going to do a little bit more control. We're going to actually go ahead and click the X button. And then here we get to a menu that we can actually customize the infograph. And there's a couple of different things you can actually do. You can actually change the language that will be used in the infograph. But in this, we'll keep it English. We can actually change the orientation. We can actually go from landscape, portrait, or square. Square, I guess, is when you're doing something for your social media because it's easier. But for us, I want to do portrait because this way, when I print it out, I want to be able to print it out on an 8.5 by 11 paper so I can just post it on the wall so my employee can actually look at it and see this is the way that this burger is actually assembled. And also, they actually have a level of detail. You can actually go concise, standard, or more detail, which is actually beta. I think in this instance, it will go out to the internet and get a little bit of information, depending on what kind of infograph you got, to actually add to the infograph. But in this one, we don't even want to do this. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go into where describe. And all I'm going to tell is to create an infographic of only how the burger is assembled. Show each ingredient separately with a space between them. All right, really simple. And let's see what we get this time. So we're going to hit generate and let me see if it gives me what I actually want. Okay, so it finished and let's actually see, did it give me what I actually wanted? So we're going to take a look and bam. I think that's actually pretty good. And let's see if we can zoom in. Okay, we got the campfire burger. So it has the bun, shows the macaroni and cheese. It shows pickles and onions. It shows the tomatoes and lettuce. Now, the thing that was interesting, I'm just kind of curious because when we actually looked at the picture, it was different. It actually had the pickles and the onions on the bottom. But let's actually go down here and see what the assembly says. Place lettuce and tomatoes on the bottom bun. And we got lettuce and tomatoes on the bottom bun. Okay, and then it also says followed by the cheeseburger patty. Okay, so it's followed by the cheeseburger patty. So really, in this picture, it's actually wrong because that does not follow the instructions. So that's actually pretty interesting that NotebookLM is actually following the instructions so far from what I can see. So that's actually pretty cool. On top of the patty would be onions and pickles. And let's see what we got. On top of the patty, we got onions and pickles. Okay, and a heaping scoop of campfire mac and cheese. And that's what we got, a heaping scoop. So I think this is actually perfect. You can see that when I actually customized it, I didn't do any ingenious prompt engineering. I just told it what I wanted to give me. And that's what it actually gave me. And this is a prime example of how you can use AI in your business, especially if it's a food business. Look at that. I can post that on the wall right now. Anybody new that's coming in and somebody order it, I don't need the new person to ask me, well, how is the sandwich actually assembled? They can look at the picture right there and they can actually see it. If you found this video educational, please hit that like button. That way it'll tell Google more than just my business buddies are watching my videos. And if you're looking for other ways that AI can help you within your business, please consider subscribing to my channel. I have a lot more videos coming out on how you can use AI within your business.